Well, this is it. And my success rate on eBay this week has been fairly low, so I don't think there'll be much next week. Which, to be honest with you, doesn't really matter, because at the minute my money's going towards new tyres and wheels for the digger, because their old ones were rotten, and some drainage parts for the sewer system, so that's seeming off about 140 quid. So my only winnings this week is a wee bit of Norfolk and Southern again. Annoyingly, the seller has just listed another Norfolk and Southern item. So it seems like, you know, I win one and then a week later they list one and I wait another week, and maybe I should just say how much stuff you got and how much do you want for it. So we've got a little 2-bay Southern Norfolk and Southern hopper. It was $7.99, so can't grumble at that. Well, back after a few days off. Nothing in the tubes. You know when you get a parcel and I don't know, I haven't got good vibes. It might just be the day. But I know it's a resin building. It doesn't come with its original box. Oh no. Scrap that. Fears of dread and doom. It's not. It's a Snowball. Obviously Raw Mail I've got the wrong email. A Snowball microphone. Ooh. For when I do lives. Yes. Ooh, it's fairly weighty. Don't know whether my little mount will like that. Well, we'll have to wait till tomorrow now then. Well, the first one's a bit of a long one. If we just take the address label off. There should be 2 items. One of them is this big. It looks like bubble wrap and then half a roll of packaging tape underneath, over the top. So we're not going to get this out in one piece. So that would... I haven't had the other package unless it's one of these other 2, although he put the tracking down as the same thing, so it's down as delivered if it isn't. Recall what, probably last year I think, I had a bit of a wait with Rails of Sheffield, coming to the realisation that something they were asking quite a lot of money for weren't worth what they were asking, and no one was buying into it, so they eventually dropped them by 50%. This is the same model in a slightly different road number. I can get it out in one piece. I'm doing this on camera because obviously we don't want any claims that it got damaged post delivery. So, bigger than it looked in the picture, although I'm familiar with them because I already have 2. They are the articulated American auto racks. So they're slightly shorter than the standard single unit, but they share a wheel truck in the middle, which hopefully is all there, and you have to sort of turn them upside down and join them together put them on your track and leave them on your track if you can't get them back in the box. And which one is this? This is the TTX, so that's just the lease, or the owner of the lease company, rather than a Norfolk and Southern or CSX. So I thought they stayed within budget, shall we say, so they were cheaper than the Rouse of Sheffield ones. But it just does beg the question as to where the twin pack of Proto 2000s are. Because I was expecting 2 other parcels. In fact, I'm expecting a 3rd one, which did say that was coming today because it was at Peterborough sorting office. But that's from Jadlams. So let's have a look at the other 2 and see if we can get to the bottom of the mystery. Well, I think this is the other package, because he was sending them, he did originally say he was sending them separately because of the size of that. Although I suppose he could have taken them again, but this looks like the same sort of labelling and the same address label, and indeed what we have here is 2 Proto 2000 kits of a newer take on the Athern blue box. These are Burlington Northern Santa Fe with road numbers. They may get different road details on them, because these still do kick around the networks, but they usually look fairly beaten up, which is the idea. I thought they would receive some heavy wear and tear, and they were £11, so they were a good buy. And the auto rack was 40, which is, I think I paid 53 from Rouse of Sheffield. So and the Protos have a good bit of weight. So the 3rd item may be what I was on about yesterday, and it turned out to be a Snowball microphone and the dog sneezing. So hopefully the audio is a bit better. I did finally change the batteries. I noticed on the last couple of videos I was editing, the audio seemed a little bit down, and when I took the battery out, well, it was still working, the mic was fine. It was only 0.75 of a volt, so that would normally technically be a flat battery. Cough it up. So this should be the little Bachmann office block, which I believe I already have one the same or the other variation of it. What I am after is the extension kit to turn it into like a 4-storey building. I did miss one last week. It got a bit silly for second hand, which they quite often do on eBay. Unfortunately, everyone thinks that's the last stop for items and go a bit mental. It does pay to, if there's something you want, is to search for it on the internet as well, because you might find some obscure little model shop that has it new at a discount price, or indeed has, you know, some of the little second-hand traders. There's a few American wagons I've noticed on eBay. They either advertise them as new because they're still in the box, but they're not new, are they? You bought it from a shop, it's no longer new. They want £230 for 4 tank wagons. I quickly googled them, although I couldn't find a UK supplier. In America, they're exchange rate equivalent of £36 new. So quite where they get over £50 for something that's pre-owned, I don't know. But there's several cases of that. There's a toy dealer on there who's asking considerably more for a second-hand one. A quick Google, and there's 2 shops selling the same product, nearly half what he's asking. for a brand spanking new one. Yeah, I think this is an earlier version of the one I've got, because I know the one I've got is pre-wired for Bachmann's equivalent to the pre-lit thing. I can't remember what it's called now, that little system with the little JST plugs. So these are resin, bit crude I think personally for what they charge for them, probably because they're hand painted, but then they're hand painted in China, so it costs some peanuts to get them done really. Bit heavy and chunky, but it gives the desired effect. It does need a floor in it really and some detailing, but I did buy this one with a view to getting the extension piece to go on top. It does have the air vent piece chipped off there, it was in the description, but I thought that might be useful as another office. Doesn't necessarily have to be a British rail, it could just be a export office or whatever, but I would like the additional height on some of my buildings to do a back area that raises in height. Hopefully that will work. And the dog's still sneezing. Right, well I think that's it until Jazlams deliver. I don't watch this guy's stuff. That's why. He's got Proto 2000 kits on here. I came across them, £50. Average price is under £15. Between 10 and £15 for an unbuilt kit. This comedian's asking 50. I got sent a private offer even though I weren't watching it, so I enlightened him to the fact of the market price. If you think I'm wrong, well, this is a used one for £22.50. That's a brand new one with free postage. Which one should I buy? Well, neither at the minute.